And welcome to Fort Dodge, Iowa. UNI A side taking on Iowa Central second side here. And we are coming to you live. It's about 6 o'clock at night here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. We're going to get you your starting lineups here. Number 1, Brian Vargas. Number 2, Matt Sirlis Davis. Number 3, Tyler Kelderman. Coming in at number 4 is Alex Miller. Number 5, Jalen Jones. Coming in at number 6 is Graham Webster. Number 7, Griffin Studier. Number 8, and captain on the day, Makiti Miradecki. Number 9, AJ Mitchell. Coming in at 10 is Damian Gaffrey. Coming in at the weak side wing, number 11, Andre Greenup. Number 12 is Nisu Budzanawa. Number 13, Jet Ortiz. 14, Andre Butler. Number 15 is Chris Stanbeck. We're going to jump to the action here. Chris Stanbeck settling this one. Captain on the day, taking this one in contact. He's going to get wrapped up well. Good tackle by the Panthers there. And it is Iowa Central Tritons against UNI Panthers. And there is Jay Jones. That is a big man to try to take down. He gets a little bit of steam, and he's going to bring some trouble today for the Panthers. Okay, Tyler. Oh, no, Tyler. That's going to be a knock on. UNI is going to have the scrum advantage right now. This ball's going to get swung out. It's in the backfield. Good tackle there in the open field. Skip pass over. He's going to come back inside. Trying to wrap around the top there. UNI running some solid structure here. Maintaining possession, getting a few meters of carry. Not getting out. Technically not releasing the tackled player. Kick for touch off the first penalty of the day. It's going to be a line out to Iowa Central. I apologize. Line out to Northern Iowa. For those of you watching that might not be too familiar with rugby in general, rugby 15s at all, off a penalty, a straight arm penalty like that, the defense has to get back 10, and the offense has a few options. One is to do as they did. Kick for the sideline. If it goes directly into touch or into touch, it is a line out to the team that had the penalty. Just like that. And UNI is going to take that one down, bring it down, and into the back line it goes. Looking for a give back. That was Andre Butler on the tackle. Graham Webster getting the first contact there, not taking him down though. Iowa Central needs to be in a little bit better sport on the tackles. Webster on an island, did the best he could, but did get shucked off there. And a tick to the house. Jet Ortiz on the run. He's got one on. He's got to keep the boosters going. Don't slow down now. Slide in. A good read. By Jet Ortiz with the pickoff. He's going to take that one for a try. That's five on the board. Center kick here. Chris Stanbeck, I believe, is going to be the one with the boot today, and he's got a solid one connected to his leg. So we're going to probably see 2 more on the board here, and then off to another kickoff.
Good stuff, Jet.
A lot of wind out here today. Can't really see it too much in the trees, but it is out there. Had a good slot. That's going to be 7-0. Iowa Central.
Hey, same thing, Blue. Same thing. Come on. All night.
Off the chest there. That's going to be a knock on by Iowa Central off the kickoff. Jay Jones just not able to pull that one in. It's going to be a scrum down to Iowa Central. And a good steal by Iowa Central. A big boot. That's going to be a Nisu. That's going to land inbounds and go into touch.
Oh, yeah.
Nice kick there for territory. Bouncing in and finding touch. That was inside center. Anesu Mudzinwa. No, I apologize. I'm butchering the crap out of that. I am sorry for that. But it was an Isu. Good fight up front. This ball goes straight. Matty Ice running hard. He's going to break a tackle there. He's gaining another 10 meters, carrying defenders. That is a 5'2" hooker there. Dragging bodies for meters. Jay Jones making up for the drop kickoff. He's going to take a defender or two with him. Iowa Central knock on the door for another try here. This one's out wide. Into the hands of Jet Ortiz. He's got the Jets too. And he's got to get over. Try awarded, says the referee. That's 5 more on the board. And a second try for Jet. Mishandled by the Panthers on the line out. Iowa Central scoops it. That was Matt Surlis-Davis carrying that one, knocking a few over and driving forward for an extra 10 to 12 meters there. Big carry by Jay Jones. And finished off on the outside by a beautiful skip pass into the hands of Jet Ortiz, who bolted for the corner, got her down. And Chris Standback's going to have a heck of a kick ahead of him here. No good on the boot there, but it is going to be 12-0. 31 left in the first half here, so about 9 minutes into this matchup is all. UNI has plenty of time to make some adjustments and get back in this matchup. Into the hands of Jet Ortiz. Hard step to the outside there, and Tyler's going to take the outside shoulder. That was Tyler Kelderman on the carry. Captain McKeedy carried that one in. It's going to be a misstep in the offload. Back on the ball by Iowa Central, and then an error in the breakdown by the Panthers is going to lead to a penalty in favor of the Tritons. lot of wind at his back. Stanbeck might be able to get some good distance on this one. And he absolutely does. He's going to flip the field on the Panthers inside the 10-meter mark. Great take off the top there by Graham Webster. Gets out to the backs, into the hands of Jay Jones. He's going to take a few defenders, and this one's going to be it's going to be knocked forward by the Panthers. No advantage gained on the offsides penalty there. And that was a clean knock-on for those of you that might be watching. Wonder if that could have questionably been intentional. It did look like he was scooping backwards, and it just bounced off the front of his hand, but it was an attempt. Chris Stanbeck with the kick for touch. He's going to get his boys in right on the 22. That's where it's going to be marked. Straight, says the referee. Good line speed by the Panthers, and Damian Gaff is going to get wrapped up in there. Out to the backs, Jed Ortiz getting tackled on this one. Good clean out there by Chris Stanbeck. McKeedy with the solid carry. Jay Jones putting the stiff arm on. He's going to step to the outside. Tripped up, but a solid carry. And it's going to be a clean poach by UNI. Support should have been there just a tad sooner. Pick and go by a scrum half right off the ruck for UNI. They're going to get it settled. Now they are outside of the 22 now, so if it is passed back and kicked out, it's going to be carried in. Jet Ortiz wrapping up, taken into space. Solid breakdown defense there by Andre on the wing. Making UNI make a choice, and that choice was to get wrapped up by Jet. Nice ball over the top. Graham Webster bringing it down. He's going to get it offloaded out to the back line. Backline's going to run a play of their own. And a nice Anisu step. He's got guys out wide. He's going to get in the hands of Chris Stanbeck. Stanbeck's going to have to give it back inside to Andre Butler. Butler's breaking a few tackles. He's going to get wrapped up, though. And Iowa Central is going to be working inside of UNI's 22.
Get out, Big J.
Solid tackle there by the Panther. I think UNI is going to get called for the knock forward there. I think. Was punched out. Did go forward for them, backwards for Trines. So we're going to have a scrum down. Good push forward there. In the hands of Jed Ortiz. He's going to step. He's going to give a over-the-head offload out to the touchline. And it will be a line out to UNI. Ball over the top, and in the hand of Matt Searles Davis. He was ready for this one. Saw it happen the previous lineouts, and that's going to be settled in. Iowa Central in the 22 again, knocking on the door. In the hands of Anisu. He gets it out wide. It's into the hands of Chris Stanbeck. He's going to step inside. I think that was number 12 for UNI. He's had a pretty good day so far. A couple big hits. Nice tackle there. Jay Jones carrying this one in. A kick through by Damian. UNI scoops it up deep in the try zone. And I believe it's going to be a goal line dropout is the call. Goal line dropout is the call here. He's going to drop kick this way if he's smart. Right in his gap. Andre Butler tried to keep that one in. And it went off his hand, so it's going to be a line out to UNI.
Match up.
I'm saying the ball didn't cross the line before he made contact, and he knocked it into touch himself. Not straight is the call. The wind is gusting out here pretty good. Difficult time on the throwers in general. That is going to be punched forward that time. That time is off. Intentional knock, slap forward. That's going to be a yellow. Sin bin 10 minutes for the intentional knock on there. And that was number 12. That's the inside center for UNI going to the sin bin. Penalty for the Tritons. We'll see what Stanbeck decides to do here. It looks like he's kicking for touch. And a beautiful boots. It's going to put him about 8-9 meters out. Hey, you got a ball, right? Shout out to new president of Iowa Central Community College, Dr. Jesse Ulrich, running and getting that one for the boys here. Full support for his athletic teams as he is down here on a Wednesday night watching Iowa Central Triton second side play a match. Boys in blue putting on a show for him so far. Not straight on the line out was the call, so UNI is going to have the option for a scrummer line out. They go line out. Over the top, into the back line, into the back. Iowa Central pressuring. Jed Ortiz with the smack. Good line speed there. And that's going to be a held up, pushing into the try zone. No, nothing gained of it. Held up. It's going to be going to Iowa Central for a 5-meter scrum right in front of the post. And Iowa Central loves to scrum, so they're going to do just that. Solid push from the Tritons here. And that was going to be a low pass off the scrum. Not able to round that one up, and that's going to be a knock-on leading to a scrum down for UNI. Good break there for the Panthers. UNI with the solid scrum. A boot over the top. It's just a high ball into the wind. UNI gets under it well. That was the wing for the Panthers. He's going to receive that. Brace for contact. And Panthers out of their 22 zone again for the first time in a solid 6-7 minutes. Good defense there by the Panthers not to allow a try. That's going to be a penalty advantage for a high tackle on Jen Ortiz, I believe. I could be wrong. I am not. That was a high tackle. It's going to be a back 10. Back 10 blue. Panthers are into the win right now. We'll see if they elect to try to kick for touch or tap and go just like that. An absolute rocket and a good overs line, sorry. Into the flanker. Hunt down from behind for the tackle. And another big hit. Red boots run fast. That is Andre Greenup. A couple back-to-back tackles there. Captain McKeedy putting one of his own in. Fly half. Trying to take a line there, wrapped up. Strong fight on the feet, though. Oh, and a big counter ruck. That was a beautiful golden mullet running in the wind there for UNI. And off the chest of Chris Sandbeck. That's going to be a knock-on scrum down awarded to UNI. Sandbeck had nobody in front of him. That was a great read off the chest, though. And love to scrum they do. That is a beautiful hold there. Defensive line speed is lighting up for the Tritons, and that's going to be a stolen ruck. There's going to be a whistle here. And that is not going to be not releasing the ball on the ground. It was a stolen clean ruck. Tackle. Ruck came over for the UNI in a defensive position there, and that ball was not released by the ball carrier. Kickback coming from Chris Stanbeck. He's going to get a high one. Iowa Central needs to get under it. And they don't. The Panthers take that off of bounds. Solid line speed. That's going to be a knock-on. And Iowa Central had to make that tackle. There was an overload on the outside. It would have been a 2-on-3 at best, not in Iowa Central's favor. Synchronized chancing not in the works for Iowa Central here today, but scrummaging is. Out the back, Chris Stanbeck and Andre Butler had an overload on the outside. Stanbeck's got to give that just a little bit sooner. Andre Butler had a lot of green in front of him. He's got the wheels to burn it. A good look, though, on the outside. the timing on that pass and reception can get locked in, that's going to be a dangerous play for this squad tonight. Another one over the top. Knee is down. They're going to need to release the tackle there, and they do. Clean play, says the referee. Hard line for the outside center. Good clean out, UNI. Ball on the ground. Massaolis Davis going in, wrapping up. Tried to held him up, but he's not too far from the ground himself. Big team tackle there. Graham Webster and Tyler Kelderman. UNI working on the outside, and that is going to be called forward pass, I believe. That was a good look on the outside for UNI. They did have some space to work with. Break for the Tritons. Solid scrum there by both teams. Tritons get that one out the back. This is going to be out wide with the same play they had working last time. Pass gets there a little bit sooner. It's going to be knocked forward by Andre Butler. Play called dead, and it will be a scrum down to UNI. Stanbeck made that pass a little bit sooner. Andre Butler couldn't quite keep a hold of it. Off the numbers it goes. Yellow card back on, time off. Early push from the Tritons. Scrum's going to get called dead here. Conversation, and I would assume penalties will be given out next time this happens. Very good referee on the pitch today. She does a good job, very consistent, fair calls all around usually. Warnings issued and then penalties are given after that, as they should be. Good scrum for UNI. They're going to get this end to the backhands. Line speed looked like it might have made him a tad bit nervous there. Anisu doing a job trying to find a space. UNI does a good job of keeping him wrapped up, not letting him free. Captain McKeedy taking this one in.
Ready, up.
Straight. And it looks like a knock on by UNI. Iowa Central was playing an advantage, knocked it on themselves. No advantage gain, says the referee, and we're going to come back for a scrum down to the Tritons. Solid scrum for the Tritons. A bomb over the top. Nobody back for UNI. They're hustling to get there. Good reception. Kicker makes the tackle. I believe that was Brian Vargas. Damian Gaffney, I apologize. That was Damian Gaffney. And a stolen ball out by Iowa Central. I didn't even see that. I was too worried about messing up everybody's names. But Jed Ortiz tries to do something there. Tries to get the offload out. Did not happen that way. was a little too unselfish there. Probably should have kept that one and kept his feet a little bit and went down and settled that one into a ruck. But that was Jed Ortiz looking for his hat trick. Kick through, off the hand of a Triton, straight back, and then off the hand of a Triton, knock forward. And it's going to be a scrum to UNI. Off the knock on. That kick was almost charged down. Had a lot of power behind it, though, so it went straight through the hand. Solid scrum by UNI. Big tackle there by, I'm not sure who that was. Number 7. Griffin Studier. Laying the wood. And again. Griffin Studier getting low on his tackles, wrapping up well. Not releasing the ball is the call. Triton's in front of the post. We'll see if they go for the 3-possession score. 3-possession lead. I assume they're going to kick for post here. Back to the available options off a penalty. This is one of them, kicking for post. If successful, this ball is worth 3 points through the post. If unsuccessful and stays in the field of play, it is a live ball. Somebody want to tell me he can't charge down a penalty? Hey, water off! Water off! A quick kick over the top. Chris Stanbeck receives it well. Water on the field off a quick kickoff. It's going to be 10 meters back. It's going to be a penalty to UNI. So penalty to UNI on the 10-meter line of Iowa Central. Strong carry forward by the tight head prop for UNI. And a good pick by Jay Jones. Just stealing that one. Shoeless Jay Jones running strong there. Studier. He's making a name for himself in this last 5 minutes here. Strong carry. He's going to go for 20-plus meters on that one. Pushing 30 meters, I would say. This ball is going to get out wide, out of the hands of McKeedy, into the hands of Graham Webster. Graham Webster on the run. He's going to get dragged down inside of the 22. And Iowa Central is going to settle it there. UNI with a strong counter ruck. McKeedy falling forward for some meters. Good clean out by the Tritons. Getting a little high on the tackle. Nothing called. No advantage. UNI counter ruck is strong here. This ball needs to get out a little bit quicker. Not that quick.
Let's go. Turn up, Robin. Come on, coach. Y'all boys better eat.
We got a couple subs going in. Jay Jones putting in a great side of work, as well as Tyler Kelderman. A well-deserved 35 minutes in this first half here.
Good stuff, Big J. I love it, Big J. I love it.
Jay Jones,
Big as hell.
he's got to put his size 28 shoe back on.
Shaq's shoe.
But a couple subs going in. Let's see who's going in here. It looks like James Coates and Robin Campbell getting in here. Little reset in the scrum. New front row in there, going to give a little leeway. New second row as well in the tight five. Ball out the back. Chris Stanbeck running hard. He just runs straight through. Like the express lane to Disneyland. He's just going to skip to the front of the line.
Did I see that right?
It looked like a pretty clean line there for Alex Miller. Trying to get it out wide, but the gap was in front of him. If he would have taken that, that might have been try-time freshman. Slight slip up, and then back 10. I did not see exactly what happened. That's a tap and go. Little hesitation out there. Let's see what the call is. I think it's going to be a scrum down. I think the ball was going backwards. The contact from James Coates knocked that ball forward off of his body. And that's what's going to get called there. So it is going to be I apologize. That's not what's called there. Knock on UNI, I think, is the final call. I misunderstood what the call was being called. I apologize. But we are back to action. Iowa Central was a solid scrum. Anisu going to try to step inside. Good wrap-up by the UNI player. Thrown to the ground was Anisu, but settled in by the Tritons. Strong line speed there. James Coates. Robin Campbell. Subs making an impact, quite literally. He's going to take that one in. And that was one of the tacklers, says the referee. Tackler did not get hands cleared.
Turn me up, big fellas. Stand back. Take the line out.
And it's going to be a line out to Iowa Central off the kick for touch. On the 5-meter line, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes before the end of the half here. Wind is picking up here. If you can see the flags on the field. Ball's going to go a little wide here, and UNI is going to have a chance to counter. A big gap opened up. Nice footwork for the Panther. And then a knock on. And that's going to be scooped up, and it's going to be a counter coming. And it's going to be an advantage to Iowa Central. That might have been a high tackle of sorts. And that would have been a clean poach, but there was a penalty advantage on. So, I apologize, scrum advantage. Was a scrum advantage. I thought I saw a straight arm. And I thought wrong. So it's going to be a scrum advantage to the Tritons.
Come on.
We love to scrub. We love to scrub. We love to scrub.
Big J.
We love to scrub.
Good stuff.
We love to scrub.
I said good stuff.
Andre Butler looking for a lane. He's going to got one guy to beat. And he's got the speed. Burners are on. Try time, Andre Butler. He's going to dot this one down, and that's 5 more on the board for the Tritons. Fancy feet, fancy feet. Put it past the D.
Okay, Dre, Mr. Dre, Butler. Woo!
At the field scoreboard did go off for time expired. However, keep in mind, referee does keep official time. There's still maybe a minute or two left for all the stoppage. Stand back, sizing this one up. It's always the easy ones. Just a shade right. And there's going to be one more play before the end of the half here. We'll see how this kickoff plays out.
Hey, I need a name on it. I need a name on this kick. I got 5 on it. Robbie. Brenda, look me up, cuz. Take a picture of me.
Big boot over the top into the hands of Anisu. He's going to need some support there to settle this one. And support has arrived. We'll see if the Tritons want to play or if they want to kick this one in a touch and take the 20-0 lead into half. There is a big overload to the left. Big man Robin running hard. Forearm to the chest. He's going to take that in. And that's going to be a forward pass, and that should probably end the half here. Tritons were hungry from their own territory. Not the wisest, but it looked like it almost got through. 20-0 is the tally. Halftime, here we are, here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Iowa Central second side versus UNI Panther first side. And we're going to go to a break here, and we'll be back with you at the beginning of the second half. And welcome back to the second half. Iowa Central Community College Triton Rugby taking on University of Northern Iowa Panthers. Iowa Central has a 20-0 lead at the halftime. We are about to kick off the second 40. I don't believe there are. There might have been a few substitutions at halftime here. I'll have to check the field one more time. But for the most part, pretty much the same team that just left the pitch. Looks like Quinn Sell coming in. He's going to be wearing the number 26 right here on this near side of the field. Wearing the number 21 is Dylan Johnson. Slapping his shoulders is in the scrum cap is Griffin Studier, who had a solid side of work to end the first half.
Mr. Green up.
And a deep kick from Chris Stanbeck. Received well by the Panthers. And speaking of Studier, that was him chasing that one down. That is number 7 flank. Studier again on another tackle. A big lane and an offload was out there. Solid open field tackle by the Tritons, and they were going to need it. As Graham Webster applying some pressure. A solid tackle, solid counter ruck, and that's Robin off to the races here. Clean pick. Good clear out there by the substitution coming in. Quinn Sell. And that is an offload out to Jed Ortiz, who gets it out to a forward pass. Unlucky, because Anisu was doing, I think he was already celebrating his try, about 5 or 10 out. Rightfully so. There was nobody in front of him. All he had to do was jog it in. But a forward pass, referee right on top of it, and we're going to have a scrum down to the Panthers. Kick through on the ground grubber. And it's going to be scooped up by the Panthers. They've tried that a few times today, and it finally got through. Andre Butler on the hunt. And this try is going to... Oh, did he step out? We'll see. And we're going to say no, he did not. That is going to be try time from deep in their own territory. And the Panthers are back in this one.
We need some spirit.
5 on the board, pending conversion attempt here by the Panthers. Slotted through. And that changes things a little bit with that successful conversion. 20-7. 2 tries, 2 conversions out from taking the lead the UNI is. This game is not over yet if they keep this momentum going. High shallow kick. Off the numbers. It's going to be a little bit of soccer on the ground, and they're going to call the original knock-on against the Panthers. Just a bit of back-and-forth footy.
We need the spirit. Dre, you better tote that, man.
And love to scrum they do. This one's going to get out into the hands, finally in the hands of Anisu. He's going to try to look for a line. Gets the offload out to Jed Ortiz. Jed Ortiz has help on the outside. He's going to give it on the backside of the tackle. Straight back, says the referee. Another straight back. Looks like they thought the play was dead. Couple of straight back balls, says the referee, though, and we're still playing on here. This ball's going to get out wide into the hands of Robin. Robin goes for an offload. That's going to be a knock forward. Not called on the knock there. James Coates taking that one in. That's going to be the scrum half, picking and going. Good line speed by the UNI Panthers there. Forcing a pick and go by the scrum half. Put him on an island. Support was able to get there. I believe that was A.J. Mitchell with the pick and go. But this last pick and go was Quincell, and another one I can't quite see who's in the middle of this one. I believe that's Graham Webster fighting for the try line. And try awarded. Solid answer by the Tritons. Credit to a couple no calls on the knocks that I wasn't on top of it, so I don't really know. It just appeared that way from up here. But the hard work kept moving. And Tritons get one in to respond to that early try from the Panthers. Stanback looking to bounce back from his last miss. And he does just that. Slotted center.
Put a name on
2
this
more on the
one.
board for the
Put a name
Tritons.
on it.
2 more underneath Stanback. And it's going to be
Switch.
27-7. UNI set to kick off.
Yes, sir. Take the middle. Anasu.
Not 10 on the kickoff is going to result in an option. 2 hours essentially. They could choose a re-kick or they could choose a scrum down center. Scrum down center was elected, and it will be a blue put.
Andre. Oh, yeah.
Substitution in. Oh, a little high on the tackle there. Nothing vicious, but it is going to be a penalty advantage. Penalty called, no advantage gained. Back 10. And Chris Stanback's going to start on the races here. And he's just going to take this one in about 20 deep from where he was. Good meter gainage there. Wind did die down. Kick for touch was an option, but pick and go. Scrum advantage kicked away. Oh, maybe it wasn't scrum advantage. That's going to be a knock on.
Good stuff, Damien.
Substitutions keep rolling in here. Looks like Gabriel Kennedy is in, number 25. Scrum half is number 16, Tucker. Tucker's going to get this one out. And in the hands of Anisu, who's going to had Jed Ortiz on a hard line. Just pass was right behind him. Anisu took a big hit on that one, too. Good defensive line speed by the Panthers. Put the pressure on. Time is off.
Kelly, time's off.
Time back on now. More substitutions coming on the field for the Tritons with subs. Looks like Drayvon Strickland stepping in here. Got a few more substitutions just went in. I'll have to catch the numbers on those when we get back. Unlucky on the pass out the back of the scrum. Jacob Laird making a substitution in. And a quick take out of the tunnel. Referee position on the other side. Wasn't able to see where that ball popped out at. Big tackle there. I think that was number 23. Number 23 on the day is Bailey Zimders. And Iowa Central, the rest of the team, first starters, headed to West Point this weekend, but they are on the sideline at full support, and they are hyped for their boys on the pitch right now. Putting a spark back in this team. 30 minutes left in this matchup. Big carry there by the Panther. Solid contact on the tackle. And hands in for the poach in time. That's going to be a penalty awarded to the Tritons. We'll see what Stanbeck wants to do here. I think he might be. He's against the wind.
Cover sideline. Stand on the sideline.
A big boot. Finding touch at the 5. What a kick from center field. Cost was a cramp. Well worth the price. Nice line out there into the second pod. Tritons charging in. Big open field tackle for the Panthers there. That would have been try time if he was able to get his legs free. Was not able to do so. Counter ruck from the Panthers as well. Their resilience is strong, and that is James Coates taking that one in and putting it down. He knew there was a defender on him, and he just kept his legs driving, took him for a ride. James Coates, try time for the Tritons.
The Jaguar. Yo, Damien.
Griffin Studier had a great field of work today. Hats off to him, putting in about 55, 54. Number 24 coming in as a substitute for him. That is Tyler Barney. Griffin. Well done. Just a shade right on the kick. It's going to stay 32-7.
Here we go, boys. Let's go. Patience.
Dylan on the line. Great.
Patience, boys.
There we go, there we go.
In the line, boys. In the line.
Chris Stanbeck receiving this one. He looked like he wanted to kick for a minute. Good line speed by UNI off the kickoff. That was number 5 for the Panthers coming up and making the hit. Number 23, I'm not sure. Honestly, with that kind of speed, I'm not sure what position he's even playing. He's got support behind him, though, and he is chucking everybody like an ear of corn. Get down, get off. Triton's on the charge again. Jet Ortiz making a handoff. Oh, to Jacob Blair. Jacob Blair takes us in, gets it settled.
Gabe, get low.
I think that one's going to be called a knock. And it's going to be a Panther scrum down on the 10-meter mark.
Okay, Bailey.
And that was Bailey. Oh. Looks like Andre Greenup coming off. Good side of work for him. Strong on defense. And that is Jacob Hoffman coming in substitution for him. UNI with the scrum win. Strong counter ruck coming from the Tritons. UNI able to settle. Tackled by the ground was the Panther. And not releasing the ball on the ground for the tight head prop.
Big J, keep going.
Oh, big counter ruck for the Panthers. Clean ball, says the referee. They're saying they're back 10 before they made the tackle, so it was clean. Before they made contact, so it was clean. Oh, looking for a line. Penalty against the Tritons. Back 10, they need to go. Defense is back. I assume the Panthers are probably going to kick for touch here. The wind has settled, so they're not going to have that working for them, but it was a nice boot, and it's going to be a line out just outside the 22. Nice kick on the line out, crossing the street. Stolen ball. But a knock-on the ground, and it is going to be a scrum down to the UNI Panthers. Still a lot of time left in this matchup, right about 23 minutes. Another kick through. This one read like a book, and that is number 10, Damian Gaffney, coming up. Scooping that one and just taking it into contact. He had a lot of support there. Big hit's going to create a knock-on in favor of UNI. They're going to be playing their advantage. That was the tight head prop making some contact. Advantage gained on a forward pass, unfortunately, right after advantage gain was yelled. That's going to be a scrum down to the Tritons. They had a line on the outside. Couple subs in, Edmund Raba stepping in, Nathan Bain as well. And Nathan Bain has ball in hand. He's looking to get it out to Edmund Robin, and he's in support right behind him now. Edmund Robin making a step, making another step. He's going to need to get this support in there. And part of the tackle, says the referee, did not show the clean release. Big kick for touch. Going to be a line out just outside of the 22. And it will be Quinn Sell on the throw, playing hooker right now.
Hey, match up, boys! Match up!
A beautiful throw just through the hands, though. And a clean strip in the tackle. And that's Robin running high stepping the whole way. Dragging a few defenders with him. He's going to gain about 15 meters off that carry after the clean poach. And then ball lost forward. Another kick. Nathan Bain receiving well. He's on the counter. Looking for some support to get with him. He gets it out to Edmund Raba again. That's going to be a good connection for this team. Edmund Raba stepping a few. Fancy feet. Quincell running hard, taking a defender with. They're going to say diving in. A quick tap and go as defense was definitely not back. And then that ball is going to be lost forward, I believe, but not 10. It's going to be the original call. It's going to be a penalty. Awarded to Iowa Central for not being 10 back on first contact. Good heads-up play. I think that was Dylan Johnson on the heads-up tap and go there. Shout out to friends, family, and citizens of the community. It is an in-state match, but there's a solid crowd on the far side. Tucker with a nice carry, trying to inch forward for that try line. I believe that's a clean poach by UNI. Another lost ball deep in the zone. Charged down by the Tritons. And I believe we're going to have a goal line dropout.
Hey, quick, quick!
On the 5?
Take it anywhere on the line, David.
I believe all this ball has to do is cross the 5-meter mark.
Oh, yeah.
A nice deep
Look
kick.
Left, Nate, look left.
That's about a 40-meter drop kick.
Oh, yeah, Drayvon.
Drayvon Strickland. Give him a head of steam. He's going to do just that. Good work on UNI to keep a hold for that one.
Attaboy, Colby!
Nice line speed there by the wing. A lot of contact. He's still on the ground. I don't know if he's just shooken up or if it's a body part. Trainer is out there. Drayvon Strickland. He's got a head of speed. He's going to put one stiff arm out, and he's going to dive in. That is a hard man to tackle in the open field. Drayvon Strickland putting one in for the Tritons. Meet him at the 50, Hob. Meet him at the 50.
That boy too much. I love it.
Celebrations aside, there is one player down. We're going to take a minute here. It doesn't interfere with the kick at all. So I'm not sure time's going to go off. Drop kick just left. Nathan Bain on the boot. Elected to go for a drop kick there instead of off the tee. Another quick tap and go.
Hob, your phone.
Too many people on the field again. That's another quick tap and go penalty. So that's going to be another penalty at the 10-meter mark for Waters still being on the field at the kickoff. Heads up play by UNI. They got that one twice today. Kick for touch, and what a boot. He definitely had the power to get that one much deeper from center field there.
Let's get it dark.
About 14 minutes left here in this matchup. Tritons with a 20-point tally ahead. Big man taking one out the back, giving the offload. Good speed. That was number 16, Tucker Eriksman. Jacob Hoffman, I apologize. What? Oh, that was 18? Apologize, that was number 18. It was a little too fast for me to see the number. That's how quick that line speed was. Pod coming. Oh. Referee in the center there. It's going to be a mean green sandwich for a minute. Kick over the top, looking for something cheeky. That was a good kick. I think they're going to call a knock on originally. Nice little tap and go. He's got a decent boot on him. It led to the try for Iowa or for UNI. I'm going to figure out what the final call is going to be here. I think it's going to be a scrum down awarded to Iowa Central. Nope. Maybe. No, scrum down awarded to UNI. I apologize. I'm going to go with, oh, man. He stood straight up. Who said stood straight up? Quick tap and go. That's going to be try time. Heads up play by the Panthers. Dot one in. That it appeared like the loose head had just stood straight up in that scrum, but it was a penalty against the Triton. She was right on top of it, so we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt on this one. Probably saw something we could not from, 80 meters away and 10, 15 meters up. This kid's got a good boot out of hand. We'll see if he can slot this one off a tee. Flags go up, whistle blows. 2 more on the board for the Panthers. 37-14. Time is off for a player down. I think it might, not sure what it is. I didn't see it either. Trainer able to get out there now. I think it might be a cramp.
In the air, boys.
Injured player headed to the sideline. Shout out to Iowa Central training staff helping out. Kick center. Number 24 with a nice low hit for the Tritons. And that's a loose head prop. He's putting in a full side of work today and running hard still. Ball kicked backwards. It was kind of a heads-up play there. UNI is going to be able to counter from this. They kicked their own ball backwards, trying to get it to a player instead of a body of players for Iowa Central. And now a kick, high kick, into the hands of Damien. Damien goes for a stiff arm, swam through, off the feet for UNI. He was there for the poach, but left his feet, unfortunately for him. And it will be back 10, purple. And a nice kick's going to find touch.
Robbie lifted. Here we go. Aaron, back. Hey, scrum.
Not straight is the call on the attempted front man throw. Reset on the scrum here. Tucker on the hunt, and that's going to be lost into touch by UNI. Iowa Central with a line out just outside the 22 of UNI.
We don't wait, boys. We don't wait.
Spread, boys. Mark them.
Clean ball, says the referee. 23, he's keeping it. Strong runner. Scrum half in, fly half in. Pick and goes from the Tritons. And Bailey making a step. Holy smokes, that is a big man charging. That's a great line by Bailey. Able to break a couple tackles, dot that one in. That's 5 more on the board for the Tritons. Penny conversion attempt here. Damien able to get this one over the top. That's 2 on the board for him, 2 on the board for the Tritons. 44-14.
Hey, let's finish out. Blue the scoreboard ain't say 0 yet. Let's finish out. Come on.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The spirit. I feel it. Oh, yeah.
A nice boot over the top into the hands of Drayvon Strickland. Drayvon Strickland just taking a lap.
Oh, no.
He's got a guy outside. He gets it in the hands of James Coates, who gets it out to Edmund Robin. Edmund Robin's got the pace on the outside. He's going to need to just put this one down in. It smells like 2016 Tritons out here right now. That was off the kickoff to the house. Drayvon Strickland taking that one around, get that out. Well done. Well done all around there. That was a heck of a take back, and if that doesn't deflate a spirit, I don't know what will.
Wow. Drayvon think he way too much. Woo!
Perfect timing on the passes. Good hands. Drayvon got that one out to James Coates just in time, and James Coates gets a beautiful pass out to Edmund Rabu, who breaks one tackle to the outside, stepping. Oh, and Damian had a beautiful line from a wide kick, just short on the strength, but what a boot to top that one off. Trentons are charging.
Drayvon, I love it. I know you gas. Same thing, Blue, same thing.
A deep kick into the hands of Damian. And he's still inside the 22, going to put a boot on this, over the top. Counter coming from, nobody was ready for that pass, but it was a good-looking pass into the back line. Oh, my goodness, who was that? Jacob Hoffman. Nice low ball. He's looking to counter-ruck it, too. Oh, Iowa Central needs to shift back to this. Oh, there was a huge overload for the Panthers on the weak side. Edmund Raba. James Coates trying to make a handoff. Hike and knock on. And the sidelines are hype again. It's impossible to even hear the cadence out here. The scrum half for UNI is having a cup of his ear just to hear the referee. And that's going to be a blown dead scrum. I think we're just going to have a reset here.
Hey, defense, we got to come up. We got to come up.
And that is how you support your team. A-side on the sideline over there. The ball out the back. Strong chase by Tucker. Oh, a good play by UNI here. They're going to create a little bit of a space. On the hunt. He's got one to beat. He gets it on the outside. Got two on the hunt. That was a nice, good tackle on the outside there. Nathan Bain. Oh, good hands.
That's us.
Through the leg, scooping that one up. Strong counter ruck by the Tritons. They're going to steal this one. Tucker's going to have to pick it up. Scrummy in.
There we go. Set it up, Damien. Set it up.
And that's going to be a maul. If it's not able to present it, this will be a UNI scrum. Ball's popping out everywhere. That should be carried in by Iowa Central. It's going to be a scrum down to UNI. Scoreboard doesn't tell all on this one. Iowa Central did play a great game, but the effort and resilience by UNI needs to be spoken for here. Down 35. They're still stealing scrums, winning mauls, fighting for every inch. Shout out to them. Another good scrum there. Over the top. Tucker on the hunt. He's going to get a breakdown. He's going to give help for. Good carry by the fly half. Couple mishandles. A big hit. And a clean counter ruck. Stolen ball. Iowa Central on it again. And not getting out of the way is the UNI Panther. Quick tap and go by Tucker. He's going to sidestep a couple. He's going to need to be able to settle this one in. Jacob Laird calling for some support. They see the call as he picks and goes. They're going to need to release him. Knocking on the door here are the Tritons. See if they're going to finish this one or if they're going to have a little mercy and just get this ball out. And they do just that. No need to risk any injury. Official time was not off, though, so it's going to be play on. Unlucky there. The on-field scoreboard blew its bell, but official time is kept by the referee. There was one play left. Gave him a chance for the line out. Not straight on the throw. And that is going to be end of match. 49-14. Iowa Central second side versus UNI side here in Fort Dodge, Iowa on a Wednesday night. Getting in some work are both teams. Your next matchup will be Iowa Central A side traveling to New York to take on Army at West Point. Thank you for tuning in. John Gepner doing a beautiful job on the film tonight, hopefully. We'll find out when it gets posted. I am Dan Petefish, your voice, here for this matchup. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again. Cheers.